spine, however is most comfortable. And we'll sit up nice and tall, resting the hands in the lap. Close your eyes. And let's start here with a deeper, slower, calmer flow of breath. In and out through the nose. And feeling your body, the shell of your body, the external shell of your body, adapting to the internal flow of breath. So as your diaphragm expands, and you feel your rib cage expand, maybe your chest rise, maybe your belly rise. And then exhaling as your diaphragm contracts. Inhaling, breathing deeply, feeling the breath moving through the body. And then exhaling slowly and with just a little bit of deliberateness to the exhale. So rather than just exhaling and then moving into your next inhale, exhale fully and slowly. And it's within this breath that everything gets simpler. That we can stop overcomplicating. We breathe in more slowly, more fully. And we breathe out more slowly, more fully. And as you find a rhythm to this breath, this deeper, fuller, slower breath, you'll start to tap into your practice breath. We're not looking for anything dramatic or aggressive, just mindful. Soften your shoulders down away from your ears. And then allow your eyes to blink open, coming back. And let's switch the crossing of the legs. So whatever leg you've got in front, let's take the other one in front now. And bring your hands onto your knees. We're going to do a little seated cat-cow action here. So with your hands on your knees, roll your shoulders back, lift your chest. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, start to round back, drawing your chin down towards your chest and your navel back towards your spine. And then inhale, come forward again, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And then exhale, round back. Chin to the chest, navel back. Do that again, inhale. And then exhale, round. Maybe the head cuts into it, maybe it doesn't. So if it feels good to, as you come forward, as you're inhaling and coming into the cow shape, if it feels good to tip your head back, you can. But you don't have to if it doesn't feel good. And then exhale, rounding, chin into the chest. And one more time, inhale. And then exhale. And then come all the way back up to center. And let's come into a tabletop. So bringing your knees under your hips and your hands under your shoulders. And we'll do a couple more rounds of cat-cow here. So inhaling, dipping the belly down. Lifting the bum, lifting the chest. And then exhaling, rounding, coming into a cat shape, drawing the navel up, chin into the chest, and then tuck your toes under as you round. And then inhale, dip the belly down, lift the bum, lift the chest, coming into the cow shape. Point the toes, and then exhale, round into the cat, tuck the toes, hug the navel up into the body. Do that again, inhale, dipping the belly down, pointing the toes, cow. And then exhale, rounding, tucking the toes, cat. Now keep your toes tucked under, and inhale as you come back into a flat back. And then as you exhale, walk your hands forward, and we'll come to puppy pose. So keep your bum up high, and start to drop your chest down towards the mat. So it's as if you're bringing your throat down towards the mat, and maybe the chin comes down first, maybe the forehead comes down first, maybe the chin, the chest. Keeping the bum up high, keeping the toes tucked under. And if this feels really intense, if this is just way too much to hang out in, take it dynamically. So inhaling, lifting up a little bit, and then exhaling, going back into it. You've just got another breath or so here. Nice and long and slow with this breath. And then point your toes and sit your bum all the way back to your heels, going into child's pose. Resting your forehead down, extending your arms in front of you. And let's take this as an active child's pose by spreading the fingers, pressing the pads of the fingers down into your mat. And then inhale here, round up through your cat shape. So navel up, chin into the chest as you come forward. And then as you exhale, come into your cow shape, dipping the belly down. But it's a bit of a different kind of cow because your hands are a little bit further forward. Tuck your toes under, and then lead with the bum as you lift up into your downward facing dog. Now we're not going to stay here. We're going to round forward. So chin into the chest, round through the shoulders, and lead with your shoulders as you come forward into plank. And then as you exhale, bring your knees down, go into the cow shape, dip your belly down, and then exhale, point the toes and sit back into child's pose. So again, like that. So inhale as you round up, round through the cat shape. And then as you exhale, tuck your toes, dip your belly, lift your bum. So lead with your bum to go into your downward facing dog. And then as you inhale again, round forward into your plank. So lead with your shoulders as you come forward. And then as you exhale, knees down, belly down, point your toes, child's pose. So again, just like that, inhale, round up through your cat shape. Tuck your toes, cow shape, lift your knees, send your bum to the air for down dog. And then inhale, round forward, roll forward with the shoulders into your plank. And then as you exhale, knees down, belly down, point the toes, child's pose. Sit it all the way back. And then inhale here, bring your forearms down. And as you exhale, come forward into Sphinx pose. So slide your knees back and bring the tops of your feet down to the mat. Elbows under your shoulders, forearms parallel. So let's create a lot of space across the front of the shoulders here. So take the shoulders back in space so we're not rounding or hanging down here. Pull the shoulders back, and you can stay right here, especially if you've got any compression or anything funky going on in your low back. Or you can inhale, lifting the elbows just a little bit. Don't straighten the arms, just a little bit. And then exhale, lowering. So again, you can just stay on the elbows the whole time. Or you can inhale, lift just a little bit. Keep the broadness across the chest, and then exhale, lower. And again, inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Lower all the way down. Come all the way down. Slide your hands back in line with the top of your rib cage. Tuck your toes under, and let's press up into downward facing dog. Lift the hips all the way up and back. So come into a nice comfortable down dog here. So hands at least shoulder distance apart, feet at least hips distance apart. And if you want to go a little bit wider with the feet, go for it. Start with either a pedal or maybe just a bend in the knees, taking the weight back towards the legs. Relax the head, spread the fingers, use your whole hands there. And then come to stillness. And as you take your next inhale, we're gonna roll forward into plank. So lead with the shoulders as you come forward into plank. Now this time, as you exhale, bend your knees. You're not gonna put the knees all the way down, but you're gonna come into that cow shape, lift the bum up to the sky, lead with the bum, go back into your downward facing dog. And then we're gonna keep going without stopping. So round forward into your plank. Bend your knees, sassy your bottom, and go back into your downward facing dog. Keep going, close your eyes, inhale, roll forward to plank. Exhale, bend your knees, dip your belly, lift your bum, down dog. And again, inhale, roll forward. And exhale, lead with the bum, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale. And exhale, pull it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank. Pull the shoulders back, broaden across the chest, and then exhale, knees up or down. We come all the way to the belly. Point the toes. Keep your hands where they are. Roll the shoulders back. We'll come up for a cobra. We'll stay relatively low, not coming too high. Hugging the elbows in towards the body, lifting the chest, and then exhale, lower down. And let's do that again. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. Cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Maybe for this last one, you come up a little bit higher. Keep the elbows bent, maybe coming up as far as the navel. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Pull it all the way back. Relax the head. And again, if you want to bend the knees, take the bum back, go for it. If you want to pedal, pedal. Sway out through the hips if that feels good. Relax the head. And then come back to stillness. Inhale, roll forward into plank. And exhale, lower all the way down again. Knees up or down. All the way down, point the toes. One round of cobra here, maybe a little bit higher if it's okay for the low back. Hug the elbows into the body. And then exhale, tuck the toes and pull it all the way back. Now from your down dog here, inhale, lift your heels. Turn your heels over to the right and put the heels back down. And then bend your right knee a lot. Bring your belly back towards your right thigh. Keep your left leg nice and straight. Sink that bottom of the left foot down into the mat and take the back of your left leg back in space. Right knee very bent. And then inhale, come back to center. And as you exhale, heels to the left, bend the left knee a lot, bringing the belly to the thigh. Straighten the right leg. Sink the right foot down into the mat and take the back of the right leg back behind you. One more breath. And then come back to center. And then let's walk the feet forward to the hands, coming into a forward fold at the front of your mat, softening your knees and folding there. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen, coming into a flat back. And then exhale, fold. Soften the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up, take your arms all the way up to the sky. Urdhva Hastasana, find a little back bend there, lifting the chest. Hugging the belly in, so really strong through the low belly, navel drawing in. And then take your arms down by your sides, coming into your Tadasana. And let's bring the feet about hips distance apart if they've moved around. Just bring them back so that they're nice and parallel, outer edges of your feet lining up with the outer edges of your mat. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. And as you exhale, let's swan dive. Reach the arms wide, broad across the chest, and come all the way down. Soften the knees as much as feels good. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down and step your right foot to the back of the mat. Go all the way back with that right foot. So you're in quite a deep lunge there. Left knee over the left ankle, right leg super straight and strong there. And then bring your hands to your left thigh. Soften your right knee and bring your chest up for a lunge here. So really strong through the low belly. So we're not sassy in the bottom here at all. Navel is drawing in, torso is nice and upright. And then take your arms and reach all the way up towards the sky. And if you want to get a little bit of a back bend happening here as well, lift the chest, staying strong through the belly. Take one more breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your hands all the way down and step back into downward facing dog. Now come up onto your toes. Round through your shoulders. Bend your knees a little bit, just a little. And then roll forward into your plank. Shoulders over the wrists. And as you come into your plank, now get broad, pull the shoulders back, and exhale, chaturanga. Come all the way to the belly. Point the toes. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Pull it back. Relax the head. And take an inhale. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Lift it up and back. Now turn the right hip out to the right and the right knee. So lift that leg and turn the right thigh, the right hip, the right knee out to the right. Turn your right armpit down towards the mat, but don't let the right leg come with you. Keep that right leg turned out. Sink the left heel down to the mat. Take a deep breath. Exhale it out. Now inhale, level off that right hip. So your right hip, your right thigh, your right knee now turn down towards the mat. And as you exhale, step your right foot forward between your hands. On this side, we're going to take the left knee down and drop the hips forward. Bring your hands to your front thigh again. And then let the hips drop as you roll the shoulders back and lift the chest. So you can point or keep those toes tucked under on the back foot, whatever feels more stable for you. Stay really strong through the belly, lift through the chest. And if this is a bit too much, you just back the hips up a little bit. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, bring your hands down and step forward, back into your forward fold at the front of your mat. Soft knees. Drop down. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up all the way. Take your arms all the way up to the sky, coming to your Urdhva Hastasana. Maybe a little back bend, lifting the chest. And as you exhale, we're going to go all the way back down. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. And as you exhale, hands down, step the left foot to the back of the mat. Nice long lunge here, deep bend into the right knee, super duper straight through the left leg. Then bring your hands onto the right thigh, bend a little into your left knee, and then lift your chest all the way up off the right thigh and take your arms up to the sky. And again, if you want a little back bend here, lift the chest. Hold and breathe. Back knee stays that little bit soft, belly is strong. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, bring your hands all the way down and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend the knees, come to the toes. Round forward, lead with the shoulders coming into plank, and then pull the shoulders back. Exhale, chaturanga, your variation into your back bend variation. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale, when you go back into your down dog, lead with your bum back into your down dog. Feels a little sassy. Relax the head. And then let's take the left leg up to the sky. Lift it up and back. Turn the left thigh, the left knee, and the left hip out to the left. Then lift that left leg a little higher. Then keep that leg where it is, but turn your left armpit down. Breathe, really extending that leg. Exhale. And then inhale, level it off. So turn the hip, the knee, the thigh down. And as you exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. Take the right knee down, let the hips drop forward, hands to the left thigh, and we sink the hips as far forward as is comfortable, while still really pressing into the left foot and rolling the shoulders back, lifting the chest. Press down through the right foot, press down to the left foot, take one more breath, and then bring your hands down and step forward, front of the mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen, and exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Take your arms to the sky, Urdhva Hastasana. And as you exhale, arms by your sides, Tadasana. Inhale, let's reach up again. Urdhva Hastasana, a little back bend, lifting the chest. Exhale, Swan Dive. Reach the arms wide, come all the way down. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. And then as you exhale, bend your knees, bring your hands down, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Same as before, hands come to the left thigh. Bend the right knee a little, lift the chest, and then reach your arms up to the sky for your high lunge. Crescent lunge with a little bit of a bend in the back knee. Strong through the belly, torso nice and upright, shoulders down. Breathe in and breathe out. Now, take your right heel down to the mat, but your hips are still facing forward. So now you've come to warrior one. So that right heel has turned in and down, still facing forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Sink a little deeper into the left knee. Stay here, exhale, take another breath in. And then as you exhale, bring your hands all the way down, pivot to the ball of the back foot, step back to downward facing dog. Okay, we're gonna roll forward, come to the toes, bend the knees. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, chaturanga, broad across the chest. Exhale, your back bend variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lead with the bum. Inhale, take your right leg up and back. Turn the knee, the toes, the thigh out to the right. Lift it up, turn the right armpit down. Inhale, stay here, exhale, bend the right knee faces up towards the sky, right foot starts to fall, hang down. And then inhale, extend that right leg back, level off the hip. And exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Back knee goes down again. We drop the hips forward, hands to the front thigh. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest this time. Let's interlace the hands back behind you. Right thumb on top this time. Slide the knuckles down the back of the left leg. Lift the chest. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, hands down, step forward. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms to the sky, little back bend, lift the chest. And then exhale, go all the way back down, swan dive. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, bend the knees, step the left foot to the back of the mat, nice long lunge. Hands to the right thigh, bend the left knee a little, and then inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Strong through the belly. Breathe. And take another breath in. And as you exhale, take that left heel in and down so we come into our warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Little back bend, lift the chest, sink deeper into the right knee. Press that left foot flat onto the mat. Take another breath. And then exhale, pivot to the ball of the back foot. Step back into downward facing dog, lift the bum. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Lead with the shoulders. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend variation. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg up and back. Lift it nice and high, turn it out to the left. Stay there, leg nice and straight. Sink the right heel down. Turn the left armpit down. Take another breath in, lift the leg a little higher. Exhale, bend the knee, open that hip. Let the foot fall. Inhale, extend the leg back out, level off the hip. Turn the hip, the knee down. And then exhale, step the left foot forward between the hands. Take the back knee down, hands to the front thigh, sink forward. Lift the chest. Interlace the hands back behind. Left thumb on top this time. Slide the knuckles down the back of the right leg. Another breath. And then hands come down. Step forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, halfway lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, arms to the sky. And exhale, arms by your sides, Tadasana. Inhale, reach up, Urdhva Hastasana, little back bend. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, rise halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, right foot back. Hands to the left thigh, bend the right knee. Inhale, rise up into your lunge. Now this time, see how it feels to maybe start to push that right leg straight, but we don't want to lose the integrity of this pose in the hips, right? So if you start to straighten the right leg and you get sassy, you know you need to keep the right knee a little bit bent. If you can push that right leg straight, deepening the stretch into the right hip flexor and the right quad, and not spill the pelvis forward, then you're fine. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Maybe a little back bend, lift the chest. Take another inhale. And then as you exhale, warrior one. Take that right heel in and down. Inhale, interlace your hands back behind you, right thumb on top. Roll the shoulders back, slide the knuckles down, back of the right thigh. And then as you exhale, dive down to the inside of that left thigh. Relax the head down. Move the hands as far away from the bum as they'll come. Hug the upper arms, the back of your shoulders in towards each other. Relax the head. Hug the left hip in to the body. And then inhale, rise up all the way, reach your arms to the sky. And as you exhale, warrior two. So we need to move that right foot over. So it's behind the left foot. And we've got heel to arch alignment, left heel, right arch. Reach the arms out wide. Widen your wingspan if you're warrior two. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, downward facing dog. Lead with the bum. Inhale, roll forward into your plank. Broaden across the chest as you exhale through your chaturanga. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, take your right leg up to the sky. Turn the knee and the thigh out to the right, lift the hip. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip so the right knee faces high. Right foot falls down towards the bum. Turn the right armpit down. And then inhale, level it off. Turn the knee and the thigh down. Exhale, step the right foot forward between the hands. Back knee goes down. Drop the hips. Hands to the right knee to start. Lift the chest. Interlace the hands back behind you. Right thumb on top. Slide the knuckles down the back of the left leg. Roll the shoulders back. Lean back. One more breath. And then exhale, hands down. Step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, take your arms to the sky. Little back bend. And exhale, we go all the way back down, swan dive. Inhale, rise halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, left foot goes to the back of the mat. Bend into the left, right knee, Hands to the right thigh, little softness in the left knee, arms to the sky, crescent lunge. Now again, if you want to push that left leg straight and see what happens, you can try that. But remember, if you take the left leg straight and you instantly start to spill your pelvis forward, we need a little softness in the back knee. Reach the arms up, soften the shoulders. Inhale. And then as you exhale, warrior one, so the back heel goes down and we face forward. Inhale, interlace the hands back behind you, left thumb on top, roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, dive down inside of that right thigh and relax the head down. Hug the upper arms together, hug the backs of the shoulders together, hug the right hip in towards the body. And then inhale, rise all the way back up into your warrior one, arms to the sky. And exhale, warrior two. So move that left foot behind your right and reach the arms out wide. Really reach, sink deep into the right knee. Take another breath. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, broad across the chest, chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, take the left leg up. Turn that hip out. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip, turn the knee high, turn the left armpit down. Inhale, extend that left leg straight back, turn the hip and the knee down. Exhale, step the left foot forward and bring the right knee to the mat. Inhale, hands to the thighs, sink the hips forward. Interlace the hands back behind you, left thumb on top. Knuckles to the back of the right thigh, lean back. Breathe, lift the chest. Another breath. And then as you exhale, hands down and step forward. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Take your arms to the sky, little back bend. And exhale, arms by your sides. Okay, one more time. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky, lift the chest. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, right foot back. Inhale, rise up into your crescent lunge, straight up. And if you want to straighten the right leg, go for it. If you want to bend, go for it. Stay here, exhale, strong through the belly. Inhale again. And then as you exhale, warrior one. So we're still facing forward, deep bend in that left knee. Inhale, hands come back behind you, interlace, right thumb on top. Roll the shoulders back, lift the chest. And then exhale, dive down to the inside of the right thigh and drop the head down. Inhale, rise all the way back up into your warrior one, arms to the sky. And then exhale, warrior two. So move that right foot over behind the left. Reach the arms out wide. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Slide the right hand down the back of the right leg. Reach the left arm up and over, sink into the left knee. And as you exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward to plank. And then get broad, take the shoulders back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up to the sky. Bend the knee, open the hip. Now, if you want to flip your dog here, you can pivot that left foot around so the left toes face back behind you and the right toes come to the mat. Left leg stays straight, right knee bent, right knee bent, right arm up and over. Lift the chest. Another breath in, and then come all the way back. Down dog with your right leg lifted, but now the hip is level, toes facing down. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, step the right foot forward. Left knee down, sink the hips. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, interlace the hands behind you, right thumb on top. Roll the shoulders back, slide the knuckles down the back of the left leg. Breathe. And then inhale, take your arms to the sky. And exhale, hands down, step forward. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Lift the chest. Exhale, all the way back down, swan dive. Inhale, rise halfway, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, left foot goes back. Inhale, high lunge. Rise up, maybe soft in the left knee, maybe not. Stay here, exhale. Inhale again. And as you exhale, warrior one, back heel goes down. Inhale, interlace the hands back behind you, left thumb on top, roll the chest up, roll the shoulders back, and then exhale, dive down to the inside of the right leg. Drop the head down low. And then inhale, rise all the way back up into your warrior one, arms to the sky, and exhale, warrior two. Open it up. Sink deep into the right knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior, reach it all the way up and back. And exhale, downward facing dog. All the way back. Inhale, left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. And if you want to keep going and you want to flip, pivot the right foot around. Left toes come down, left arm to the sky, lift the hips. Inhale. And as you exhale, back into your down dog, left leg lifted. Inhale, level off the hip. And exhale, step the left foot forward, back knee down. Inhale, arms back behind you. Left thumb on top. Slide the knuckles down, lift the chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, hands down and step forward. Inhale. Rise up halfway, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Stay here. Bring your feet a little bit wider. You can stay here by grabbing onto your elbows and folding. You can let your arms dangle. You can grab your big toes with your first two fingers and your thumb, elbows out wide, dropping the crown of the head down. Pulling up on the toes if you've got them. Bum high. Inhale, rise up halfway, roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest, lift the bum. And then exhale, drop the crown of the head down. Do that again, inhale, rise up halfway. And exhale, fold. Another breath. And then release the toes if you've got them. Soften the knees. And let's roll up to stand. Okay, we're gonna take a big wide stance now. So stand with the feet nice and wide. And we're gonna start taking, arms by your sides, take an inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And then as you exhale, let's fold. Come all the way down. See how you feel here. See how the backs of your legs feel, the inner groins. You might wanna take a little shift side to side with the hips. You might want to soften the knees and fold into this. Just see how the body feels. Okay. And then come to center. We're going to start to turn the right toes all the way out to the right and then turn your left heel back. So it's like we're coming into Warrior Two feet again. So you've got that heel to arch alignment, but actually Trikonasana because we're going to keep the legs nice and straight. Now, your right hand can come onto your right foot. It can start to move up your right leg, or maybe the right fingertips or the right hand will stay down to the inside of the right foot. Just depends on your body today. Then take your left arm and reach it all the way up to the sky, turning your chest up towards the left fingers, but don't worry about where you're looking. Just relax the head and feel that right hip and bum wrap back in towards your right arm. So rather than moving away from your right arm, we're going to take the right leg, the right bum, if you think, in the direction of your right arm. Left arm to the sky. Take another breath. And then bend into the right knee. Take your right hand now forward of your right foot and out to the right. Shift your weight into the right foot. And we're going to come for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So left arm up to the sky for now, left leg extending out. Your left hip and thigh and knee and toes are all facing out towards the left. Now you can stay here, or you can bend your left knee and catch a hold of the foot. Now a couple of ways you can do this. You can hold onto the top of the foot and hug the heel into the bum, or you can take the inner edge of the foot, kick the foot away from you, lifting the knee up towards the sky. Keep the chest lifting. Breathe. And then slowly step the left foot back where it was. Walk your hands back around and come back into your wide leg forward fold. And drop down. And again, if you want to take a little sway, or if you want to just hang out with the knees a little soft, go for it. All right. Then we're going to find our Trikonasana on the other side. So left toes turn out to the left. Right heel turns to the right a little bit. You've got that heel to arch alignment. Left hand, slide it wherever it needs to go on that left leg if it's not on the floor. And take your right arm up to the sky for your Trikonasana. Reaching up. And again, we want that left thigh. Think about the left thigh coming in towards the left shoulder. Turn your chest up towards the sky. Take the back of the right shoulder back. One more breath. And then bend into that left knee. Take your left hand forward and out to the left. Lift up into your Ardha Chandrasana, right arm to the sky to start. Super straight and strong through the right leg. Remember that that hip is lifting and facing out to the right. You can stay right there, or you can grab the foot. Remember, options are holding onto the top of the foot or the pinky edge of the foot, hugging the heel to the bum, or grabbing for the inner edge of the foot and lifting that knee up towards the sky. One more breath. And then slowly release the foot, step it back where it was, and then come back around into your wide leg forward fold. Let's take a cleansing breath here. Deep breath in, and sigh it out, let it go. And then bring your hands to your hips. Rise up with a flat back and straight legs. And then let's come all the way back and step forward to the front of the mat. Give the legs a little bit of a shake. Feet hips distance apart, arms by your sides. Deep breath in, reach up. And exhale, fold forward, swan dive. Inhale, rise up halfway, lengthen. And exhale, chaturanga. Let's take it through our chaturanga one more time. Your back bend of choice on your inhale. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift it all the way up. Spread the fingers. Take the weight back into the legs. And relax the head. I'm just going to spend a few breaths here. And then we're going to come down. Slow the breath. Calm it down. Now come up onto the toes. Bring your feet a little closer together. Bend your knees. Inhale, look forward. And as you exhale, we're going to hop or step to sit. Coming all the way down and extending your legs out in front of you. Let's have the feet about hips distance apart, so not super close together here. Give ourselves a little bit of leeway there. Pull the flesh away from the sitting bones so that we're sitting on the sitting bones. Take a deep breath in, reach your arms to the sky. And then as you exhale, fold forward, come forward. So you can be grabbing onto your shins, your ankles, maybe you're grabbing the outer edges of the feet, maybe the toes. But keep the chest guiding forward. And when you can't create any more length in the upper body here, then relax your head and fold there. Think about keeping the spine as long as possible. Rather than rounding down towards the legs, move forward towards your feet. Inhale as you lengthen even more, rising up halfway. And then exhale, folding again. Another big breath in. Exhale it out. And then slowly bring yourself all the way back up. And we're going to cross right ankle over left here. And bring your hands out in front of you. Take the weight forward. And walk your hands forward to fold. Maybe you come to the forearms. Maybe bring your arms all the way forward and your forehead comes down. Try and keep your sitting bones rooted on the mat there rather than taking the weight forward so that the bum lifts. And spend these next few moments listening to your breath. Being really present. With this breath. One more. And then walk your hands all the way back. And before we come to the other side, we're going to take Baddha Konasana. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, the heels nice and close to the groin there. Hold on to something there, whether it's your feet or you grab your big toes, but just hold on to something. We're going to do a little cat-cow action here. So roll the shoulders back, lift the chest, and then exhale, round back. Chin into the chest, navel back. And then again, inhale, roll the chest forward, shoulders back. And then exhale, round. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Come all the way back to center. Cross your left ankle in front of your right this time. Or if you did left last time, do right this time. Bring your hands out in front of you, take the weight forward, and we start to come forward. A little bit or a lot, just depends on how you feel today, right now. And listen to the sound of your breath. Feel the breath expanding, filling you up, and then emptying you out, creating all of this space for the next breath. We can complicate this practice all day long. We can make it so much harder than it is, or we can just breathe. One more breath. And then start to bring yourself back. And then we're going to come into another variation of our Baddha Konasana, but this time we'll make a diamond shape, so bringing the heels away from the body here. And you can let your back body round here as you start to fold forward over your legs. You can take your elbows outside of your shins if that's comfortable. You can slide your arms under your legs. It's inside the breath that you'll find presence. So pay attention to your breath. And take one more breath, nice and big. And let it go. And release, coming all the way back up. And then let's lie down. Come onto your back. Bring your arms out wide. Take your knees over to the left to twist. And back of the right shoulder. Keep it down on the mat. So maybe turn your head to the right or just look up. Close your eyes. Face up, not look up. And then bring your knees all the way back to center and let them fall to the right. Back of the left shoulder hangs back. And then bring the knees all the way back to center. And give them a gentle hug in before you take the legs down to the mat and prepare for your Shavasana. So if you want to grab a blanket here or an extra layer or some socks or anything, a pillow, go ahead and grab that. Before you get too comfortable, just give the body a gentle wiggle. We did a lot of deep stretching into the hamstrings and the hips tonight, so give your body a little adjust, a little wiggle before you settle. And then when you're ready, your eyes will close and your body will start to settle into your mat. And you'll take rest. There's nothing left that you need to do. You have put a lot of energy into awareness, focus, strength, flexibility, connection. Now that energy that you have cultivated, that frequency that you have transmitted, it settles back. It surrounds you. So you can be here and let it in, let it all in.